Hello and welcome to Super Desperation Radio, where we cut through all the fat and give you nothing but lean, mean, fighting game news machines. I don't know. What?
Well, we talk about cartoon cats for about 10 minutes at the beginning of our show.
The producer says we have to scale it back on that a little bit. Apparently we jumped some trademark claims last week.
Oh, no.
Apparently you can't discuss Heathcliff and Garfield in the same sentence.
Garfield?
See, I can't even say it because, tried not to get sued.
Garfunkel,
yes.
Ah, yes. Simon and Garfunkel.
My favorite cartoon cats.
Both famous cats.
I'm really questioning what I signed up for.
Dude, you can't talk until I introduce you, damn it. You ruined the whole thing.
A little too late for that.
Yeah, I know.
As you can hear, our guest this week is Bullet Club Ringe.
Oh, thank you for at least, getting the faction in there.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be here. Super
Thank you,
Desperation
sir.
Radio.
typically ducks us because he has responsibilities in real life, Tried to get him on after SCR. He's like, no, I got school and important things to do.
Yeah, I do not have class today. I usually actually have class in the middle of SDR, so that's why I could not attend.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got that holiday today, huh?
Yes.
Well, good for you. Glad we could finally have you on here because you've been... No, he's been trying to get on here for a minute. I remember that.
I am. I really like you guys, you know what I mean? Just as people, not really this show, but as people.
Wow.
I I respect that. That's okay.
So we're all... Well, we're actually missing a couple people. Kelly's not here, and Alex is...
We'll be on in a bit.
He'll be on?
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
on his way home.
Hopefully not speeding on the highway.
Yeah, well, at least it's not raining down there.
Well, as long as he's going with the flow of traffic, right?
Yeah, that's true.
That's the law. Sure, maybe he's going 90, but the guy in front of him's going 90, and the guy behind him is going 90. So
Can't get ran over by those 90-mile-per-hour cars, man.
yeah, the fastest conga line in the West.
Sink or swim. But wow, this weekend finally happened. Had a big international tournament outside of America, and surprise, surprise, South Korea of all places. I don't think they've had any open tournament majors, ever really.
We're fighting games now.
Well, yeah, for fighting games, exactly. I'm sure they've had local tournaments, and if people that we know happen to be there, and they were invited. But this is the first time that they ever actually extended an invitation to the rest of the world to show up and compete. And I mean, from what I saw, it was an interesting turnout. We'll just put it that way.
Overall, turnout was pretty small.
Yeah.
Many of us expected it to be small, but the way that it was hyped up, people assumed it was going to be some massive event. It was basically, in terms of the way it was hyped up, in terms of entry, was pretty much like how VXG was.
Right.
That's kind of how it was. Come here, have fun. This island's amazing. It wasn't about partying or anything. They didn't try to promote it like that, which was good. But
I'm sure there were beaches, but I don't think anybody went to them.
Technically,
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, as someone who didn't know a lot about the tournament going in, I definitely agree with Gibby that it felt really hyped up. In terms of these are the top players that we're inviting. We're exclusively it's a trip. It's a lot of money on the line. We're expecting a lot of top players. I thought it was going to be kind of a spectacle.
It was. I mean, once they got Justin Wong on there, they were just like, okay, put him on the marquee.
Yeah.
But it was still, all the tournaments were decidedly small.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, even Marvel, which, I guess I couldn't have expected it to be too big out there, because, the majority of Marvel players exist in America and in the West in general, and, they were pretty much just having Justin Wong go up against the Japanese, more or less. And
Yeah, but as a Marvel player, that's probably what I wanted to see anyway. Like in terms of if there's not going to be too much talent spread across the board, like if it's just going to be a few of these guys that are really high level, then I'd rather just see that anyway. So.
Right, and I think there's a market for that anyway. I think there's like there's space for these tournaments where anybody can show up, but obviously it's about like these maybe not necessarily top players, but these special players. People don't normally get to see that much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think they did do a good job of getting a lot of names, a lot of big names, a lot of good players that people cared about. Just I don't know, I was just expecting something different from the overall feel of it, I guess. But it was still a good tournament.
Well, it was their first, so I mean, the feel. I forgave them for the feel. I guess there's going to be hiccups that happen. There's going to be scheduling conflicts and whatnot, and other sources.
But the quality is actually still there, so that's what what matters most in the end.
I didn't catch AE though. Does anybody know how big that was?
AE was the best tournament they had.
I figured it would.
Yeah.
Be.
Like in terms of level of play and just enjoyability, this was the best. Like this blew away KOF. And
But I think it was still only like a 32-man bracket or something.
oh yeah, it was 36 people entered.
Yeah.
Damn.
So 36 for both King of Fighters and Street Fighter. And I think Marvel had 22.
Something like that. I can't
Yeah.
remember the exact number right now.
22 to 26. I don't remember, to be honest with you.
I mean, I guessed that AE was going to be big there because that's probably the one game that everybody in that region plays. Plus, the people who were traveling out were Marvel/AE players. At least Justin Wong was, and I knew that was going to be it. What I was surprised with though was that KOF was. I thought it was okay. I thought that the stuff that they put on was cool. I feel like they did a great job putting it on the main stage because not a lot of people are willing to say, hey, I want to put my favorite game as the final game of the event that I am running. There's a lot of people that run tournaments out here that they don't even like certain top 2 games and they're just like gotta get the stream CPM.
Well, yeah, I mean, in the grander scheme of things, it is what the viewer wants.
No, I get it, but they stuck to their guns out there still.
Mm-hmm.
So I respect.
Now,
that.
who won Street Fighter? Do anyone know?
I don't off the top of my head.
Dang,
It was,
what a
Mago.
call out. Mago, that's
Mago.
right.
Oh yeah, it was. Mago beat Tokido in winning.
And Tokido won KOF.
Yeah, surprise
Yeah.
twist. Tokido wins 10K. Tells Mago,
was that?
hey man.
Yeah, it's not really a surprise.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's not a surprise.
Well, not a
Yes.
surprise twist. Not like in terms that he would win, and just that surprise twist that he would just go straight for KOF and win. He got second place in AE, right?
Yeah, he got
Yeah,
second
so-
place in AE. He,
Yeah, so he's
he
doing
could
alright.
have possibly gotten first if he didn't break my heart. God damn it.
Once Gibby's heart sank, it was all over.
Here's the story that I have to say, because everybody was talking about the 10K pot for KOF, and of course, they made good on their delivery and whatnot, but second place gets $420.
Wow.
Oh, the Walkman fries?
What
Hold on. So you said they made good on that, so they paid the people already?
I don't know if they paid him, but I'm just saying that's like what they're looking at for
No.
payment.
And then you don't say they made good on it. They haven't paid.
Okay, they didn't make good on
I
it,
mean, well,
but
we don't
he
know if they
stand-
paid or not.
Tokido stands to make $10,000 while ET will make $420.
So it makes me wonder how much money is Tokido really going to get because he finished well in AE as well, and isn't that pot split a bit better?
Yeah, so from what they were saying on commentary, King of Fighters was the only game where the 10K was given to first place.
Yep.
And second and third place would split the pot, split the entry fee, 30/70, I think it was. And then Street Fighter and Marvel were both the same. They had the 5K pot, or the 5K bonus pot, and then whatever the entry pot was, that was all mixed up together, and it was split 70-20-10.
But just remember, KOF didn't deserve that money because there was so much more Street Fighter talent there.
Oh, word? What? Is that how it goes?
Apparently, according to
that's-
one of the commentators,
yeah,
that's
that's
how
where-
it goes.
Wow. Hold on.
Are we
hold on a
already
second.
are we already getting into the bad commentary portion of the show?
I would like
Why
to
not?
point that out, yeah, because as a commentator who's now a stranger to being called a bad commentator, I can say, hey, at least I'm not that bad.
We don't
Yeah,
want to
the-
name names, but
No, I'll
Need to
name
step the
names if you
commentary
guys want to, but,
Just long, if if we do want to drag this out, we can. But I'll just put it this way: long story short, the English commentary was complete and utter shit.
Yeah, it was.
Simple as that. There's no other way to put it. It was just terrible in every way you can think of.
Long story short, holla at your boy for some Marvel commentary.
There you
So
go.
if you want the best in professional commentary,
Holla at
1-800
your boy.
Fringe.
Yeah, I can co-sign on that.
I get a tweet from fucking from Offcast at 4 a.m. says, "Dude, we need to Skype you in right now."
Look, the commentary is going to be delayed by like 30 seconds. At least it'll be watchable.
I'll be honest,
You know, that's one of
I
those-
had never
definitely
really
a
sat
moment.
down and listened to him. I never really sat down and listened to him until they had him sit there and play commentate KOF, and 30% of the time he's actually not that bad. You know, he surprised me with a couple things.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, Z is the one who made the comment in question, and I was told he made a few other suspect comments over the weekend.
Yeah,
But
No,
I myself
About-
wasn't watching, so I'm not going to speak to that. I did see the comment in question, though, and I was like, really?
Yeah.
See, going on the comment in question about there being more deserving talent of money, that is some Capcom privilege right there. Like that is that is the need to take a couple of seats.
yeah. Top game privilege right there.
wow.
It's like, do we do that for the Olympics? It's like, man, like look at this track and field. This guy's over
Yeah.
here wrestling. Can we not just give those gold medals for these wet dudes to this guy over here? Like they're over here doing swimming. What the shit is that? They're not even fighting.
I think the basketball should be played for platinum medals.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got gold.
Like
but
every
we got
year, why do we
black.
televise curling?
Hey, I like curling.
Yeah, curling's pretty cool.
Want an Arizona Ice Style medal, please?
Oh God.
So it's just one of those things where you go to an event, you're just like if you commentated, don't be a dipshit on the mic.
Mm.
Like I think every single one of us here has commentated at a major,
Yeah, I think.
and I don't think any of us have said anything that's stupid outside of when me and Roger Dodger were yelling like idiots during the 5v5 like 2-3 years ago.
that was
I
a
say
side
dumb
stream. It doesn't count.
I say
Well,
dumb
yeah.
stuff. But I just say stuff that's just legitimately silly, like dumb, not.
Well,
just,
yeah, like okay, well Z did say some silly things. Like he said some stupid shit that was funny, but most of the stuff he said was just dumb and ignorant.
Yeah.
It was bad. So not only did he offend a shit ton of people, like the chat. Like I've never seen chat so angry at a commentator
It was
before.
polarized, man. Like people
It
were
was-
literally on two different sides.
I don't know. Almost every comment I saw was pretty much people bashing him.
You're telling me Z is the John Cena of the commentary?
Not
Ow.
you.
Well, see, here's the problem. You know what? All right, that's not a good analogy because we can definitely see Z. Like we might be seeing.
Oh, okay.
I also, you know what? I don't see Z rising above hate. I just don't see it.
Also, I'm pretty sure we can see Z.
Also, is Z on the Flintstones box? Like the Pebbles? Like
The
is he on the
Fruity
Fruity
Pebbles?
Pebbles
It's true,
box?
man. He doesn't have Fruity Pebbles.
No,
okay, now the
go
real
on.
question is he have his own cartoon movie with Scooby Doo? I don't think so.
He could. I think he could at this point.
Scooby Doo in the fighting game community.
I don't.
Oh no, someone's haunting Evo. Old man Quayar.
Oh, it's really a Dark Prince.
Your boy Rolando would have gotten away with it too.
Ed.
Jesus. Okay.
One for these meddling kappas.
Here we go again. Hanna-Barbera, we love you.
Yeah. So yeah, Street
Yeah,
Fighter, amazing
I was
tournament.
just gonna say, when it comes to commentary at majors and stuff, like it's cool to crack jokes and whatever, and but like yeah, like you guys said, like it's and also important to be politically correct, but you know, keep your personality in the forefront, but like try not to be too offensive.
Well, remember, you're representing somebody else's brand, so don't
yeah,
fuck it up.
exactly.
Yeah, that's the more important thing. It's not only you don't represent yourself. You need to think of the others that you are representing. You jump on SCR like Ringe. You get on the SCR stream at a major. You don't say stupid shit. What's
Yeah.
gonna happen? What will they say and do to you if you say something dumb? They'll yank you right away, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Don't
Any
know
type
why
of
they-
major production, like that people take pride in, and that you're representing, that you'll just get yanked. Like I'll say all the dumb shit I want on Mondo's stream, but like when it comes to somebody that needs to be presented professionally, we need to.
I'm sure
bring it back.
if it was on Level Up, you'd get muted so fast, like for the headphones.
And Mondo would be the one doing the muting. We just,
Yeah, exactly. 'Cause he knows how to be professional.
yeah. Like,
Well,
He
what's
will
funny is-
professionally grab you and throw you out the window.
there's a
And what's
time.
funny
Yeah,
is that
exactly.
it's not even
Time
just
and a
about
place.
political correctness. Like Gibby said, it's about your brand and who you're representing. This was a tournament that was supposed to have basically KOF as the big thing. And then to basically say, well, I mean, KOF's a good game and all, but really the focus should have been on Street Fighter here. It's basically sort of spitting in the face of the people who are putting the tournament on.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
only
that
that,
specific statement.
It's
yeah.
one of like the first like real big majors to have like SNK's actual support like from it.
Right. That's
Like,
what-
and you're really gonna do that at an event that they really back? You know, this is like
and they don't back people a lot. Like you seriously gotta pays these guys.
You gotta say it right, Hellpock. It's not that they don't back people a lot. They never.
Okay.
Yeah,
no, they
don't,
backed a couple
they don't
things.
leave their houses.
the SNK backed interbreak
SNK.
tournaments.
So something else he did that was really bad. He kept hyping up a freaking announcement from SNK all weekend. I don't know why he was doing it. He kept saying there's going to be an announcement. There's an announcement. An announcement's coming up. There's going to be an announcement. Chat went nuts. And I'm sitting there like, what does he mean there's going to be an announcement? I didn't hear anything about an announcement. What the hell is he talking about? So people in chat were pissed off at SNK because they didn't make an announcement.
There was never an announcement.
Well,
Here,
yeah.
SNK's official announcement. This man is no longer allowed on commentary.
And that's like the main thing was like you see the two major sponsors were Capcom and SNK. Like you see those two names right away. There was like Twitch, Hyatt, and some other stuff, Razer, Mad Cats. But
Yeah.
if you let's say you go on a Capcom Cup stream and you bash them, bash their game, or just make up stuff that's not going to happen, you think they'll let you back on their stream? You think they're going to be happy about it?
Well, not only would that be in question, but then they're like, should we even support this scene? Because like they want this guy to come up there and call their matches. So to a certain extent, he represents their feelings.
Mhm.
You know, it's not a good look, especially against like I said with Capcom. I mean, with SNK, who just they like they never back anybody. You have to come at them with an idea, and they literally have to do nothing but put their stamp on it, and they'll be like, all right, So, I mean, I don't know if they care about what Z said, but I'm sure the community does, and so that's just unfortunate. That he had to make it about that.
Mhm.
And
One
I'd
of the
love
things I
to-
didn't like in general was the fact that he was like making like personal attacks on other people in the stream. And like that was kind of mean. Like just some of the comments he said, especially towards like King Blue River. It's like I don't know. I wasn't. It's like
yeah, there was
okay,
a couple things where I was kind of like, that's skating the line, man.
Like you can talk bad on like maybe someone's game and poke some fun or whatever, but like when you make things that personal and just I don't know, it left a bad taste in my mouth. In
don't
general.
ever call him a Chilean monkey.
I don't know.
Whoa!
Don't call like anyone. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just bad.
Like that one just kind of sailed over most people's heads, and I was just like, "What the fuck?"
Wait! Whoa!
That's
Hey.
verbatim right there.
Yeah, that's my question. Like, are we? Is this a quote? Like,
It's pretty close. It was a while. It was like I think it was the first night, but I heard him say some shit like that. And if we can go through the archives, we can find it because it was during it was during when they were first starting out, and like shit just kept messing up.
Anyways, the moral of the story is, please be courteous to the event and to the other people on stream.
Professional, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Commentary in general at the event was a mixed thing because they had commentary in multiple languages. There was what was it? Chinese, Korean, Japanese, English, French. Someone told me Spanish, but I didn't hear any Spanish commentary. There was a bit of Arabic in there. It was a different kind of tournament for a lot of people. Obviously, the chat was full of mainly Americans because people were complaining they just wanted English commentary for some reason. They figure, hey, you're in Korea where there's nothing but Koreans. I want you guys to speak English. just for me. Yep.
So what's this about the Mexican flag looking like a slice of pizza? What was this?
Yeah. that was another comment Z made about them. Like I don't remember the exact context and why he said it. He just said the Mexican flag looks like a pepperoni pizza.
That don't even make sense.
All right, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I'm turned my head slightly to the right, and I'm looking at this slice of pepperoni pizza right next to me right now.
Of course.
And I don't see the Mexican flag. When I think of the Mexican flag, I think of that sick bird holding the cactus.
He's holding a snake on a cactus.
Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah.
Like, I don't know. Is this dude eating, like, pizza with snakes on it? Like, that would make sense. Like,
Someone was telling me, I guess he was comparing the Mexican flag to the Italian flag and saying all it is just the Italian flag with a pepperoni put on it.
Huh.
What?
I don't want to talk about this anymore because
we could go all day. We could go all day about that.
This is really stupid.
Okay. When you guys said that when Help August told us Tokido won, which most of us already knew, but you guys said it wasn't a surprise.
Yeah.
No,
now,
not a surprise.
what I saw, now let me get to we can get into that. Now, when I saw on my timeline after Tokido won, was a lot of people that were surprised. Now, I went to you before. I went to you like day one of the tournament. I was like, Gibby, I know you were born in like 1786. You were there for like every first, KOF game. Who's gonna win Who's gonna win this tournament? And you said Tokido, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
So now I want to know, like, what did you feel that you knew that it seemed to everybody else it didn't occur to? Since you called it from the beginning, and it seemed that it surprised a lot of people.
Well, the thing most people don't get about Tokido is he's been training with all the King of Fighter players in Japan. And out of every player in the world, he really does have the most experience in terms of play styles. Because he's been to just about every single region that plays King of Fighters. And he's played all their styles. He knows how to deal with them. He knows how to adapt. And on top of that, you see he plays every game. And he adapts very quickly. He's a smart player. He's got great reactions. He reads you really well. I personally feel he's the best player in the world. Not King of Fighters, but just the best fighting game player in the world. And people don't seem to give him much credit when it comes to King of Fighters because they say he comes from a Street Fighter background.
Which is bullshit.
Yeah, which is extreme bullshit, but we'll leave that for later. He had no reason to lose this tournament. There was no one there. Like, all the people that were there, like, someone would have given him trouble. Like, I honestly was surprised ET knocked him into losers. But I still said he was going to win after that. Because he played ET. He's like, okay, now I know how to deal with this. And if you watch Grand Finals, you see he just ran through ET.
That was so depressing.
So, yeah,
it's just the 4 Bombayes.
it's just that. I mean, Tokido has a lot of experience. He knows different play styles. He knows how to fight these different styles. And every single style he's fought was there at this tournament.
The only one that wasn't there was Reynolds.
Oh, you mean
No,
Bernard?
Bernard.
Yeah, there was more than just that. Like, there was no Reynolds, Romance, Bala, Luis Chan, like a bunch of players from here in like South in California, Mexico, that people know are really good, but they just couldn't make it. Canabolito went, and people kept telling me he was going to win. I said,
Holy shit!
I literally told them they're delusional, and they just said I'm a hater. He lost. I mean, I didn't want the guy to lose. It's just you need to think rationally when it comes to stuff like this.
Right.
Like, I want him to do well. Like, I kind of know the guy. I'm like, I hope he beats some of these people. At least he gets top now. He didn't get top now.
No. And I did check a couple of forums, and people were saying, like, hey, a lot of people were saying, hey, this tournament doesn't really mean anything because, Reynolds not there, Romance isn't there, Bala isn't there. And so who are these people that are playing, who are these people to say that, this was the best KOF tournament? And, I mean, I agree with them. It wasn't the best KOF tournament, but that's not why,
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's not the best King of Fighters tournament, but it has nothing to do with who was there and who was not there.
Right.
I still feel this past EVO was the best tournament, just in terms of skill. We had the same players that were, like, all the players that were at IGT were at EVO. Thing is, they played way more solid at EVO than they did at IGT.
Yeah, man. It was a slot fest for, like, the last 3 matches at IGT.
Yeah, like this. Most of the matches actually in top 8 were really sloppy. The most improvement from the players was from Xiaohai and ET. They showed much, Xiaohai, ET, Free-NL. Those three showed the most improvement from Evo till now.
Yeah.
But even then, like they were, Free-NL cracked. Like he just broke down. Like you see it in match. I think it was against Mad KOF. He went up 2-0, and then Mad KOF just steamrolled him. Came back to win that match. And the others, obviously, ET kind of cracked against Tokido, and I honestly don't remember what happened to Xiaohai. Forgot who beat him.
See, my interest is now that this is behind us, are these guys going to show up to Evo? Because,
I assume they will. We've been told by several people from Korea that a lot of the Cafe Ed guys won't be showing Evo this year. Just Mad KOF, Kenzo Zhang, and maybe one or two others. But that could change after
this.
More of them could show, less, I don't know. But I don't know. I hope to see more of the Japanese guys.
I would too. I mean, like that's the second time that they've. Not the second. What is that? The second? Actually, would that be the first time they've been to Korea to play?
The Japanese?
Coco and them.
Yes.
Okay.
The Koreans went to Japan last year to play.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Now, KOF aside, one thing that I'm sure all of us can agree with about this tournament is it was in Korea. What's like the main game Korea is known for, Paul?
Tekken.
Was there a Tekken tournament, Paul?
Not as far as I know, sir. No.
No? Oh.
That is strange.
Why?
Slightly depressing.
I don't understand the reasoning behind that. Like this is like it's like Final Round not having Tekken. That's what it would be like. Final Round not having Tekken, SCR not having King of Fighters, and it just makes absolutely no sense.
I wonder if the reasoning behind it is this was all console, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I believe so.
A lot of Tekken players in Korea don't like to play on console. In fact, every time Koreans have come to America, North America, the US to play Tekken, they always have to have special sticks, obviously, because they only play on K sticks. And even then, you'll see them sometimes have to tape their sticks down because they complain about the sticks sliding and moving while they try to do electrics and things like that.
Man, that's some emphatic execution there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very much a problem for them, and it goes back to a lot of older U.S. players having the same problem and not wanting to play on console if they can avoid it. Mike Watson is a certain person who is in that as well, hates to play a console because he's so used to playing on cabinet that he basically will move a stick.
Yeah.
So.
That's why
I don't know if that's exactly why they didn't have Tekken at it, but that's one reason I would think that maybe they didn't pursue it. Plus, you got to remember that Tekken has its own television show in Korea.
Right.
So.
Might have some kind of broadcast rights to it. I mean, I think
Never
if
know.
anything would, then that would probably be it. Because you imagine, like, if in America, Capcom decided to do that with AE and Marvel, would that mean that streamers would be unavailable or unable to stream on the internet anymore? Because seems likely.
Yeah,
Does
that's always a possibility.
Does Cafe ID ever actually stream Tekken? Like, I know they stream Marvel.
They stream everything.
Okay, so they've never. I don't recall them streaming Tekken seriously from like their HQ or whatever. But I think they're the ones who stream the Tekken Global Championship. And I know Huber was telling us that they went to Green Arcade to help stream or just to play. I don't remember which one it was.
Well, and the thing is that Green Arcade has their own stream almost daily. So if you're a big into Tekken, it's almost just as long as you're up late at night, they'll just stream from the arcade. Just people playing matches, nothing special, just like this is the arcade for 8 hours straight.
That's beautiful, man.
It's really interesting. Speaking of, you should, if you're interested in Tekken, go check out Avoiding the Puddle, Eris's interview with JDCR. He has a lot of really interesting things to say about the Korean Tekken scene, how Koreans play versus the rest of the world, his thoughts on strong characters in Tekken Tag 2, and the like. So it's really interesting because you don't see that sort of insight because we normally are up against the language barrier, and JDCR was willing to sit down and talk to Eris and Rip about it, and his English is really good. So you're not getting any kind of lost really in translation problems.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so what else? We didn't really talk much about the Street Fighter tournament, but I really do think that was probably some of the best Street Fighter I've seen. Like Street Fighter 4, that is. It was enjoyable. I was having fun watching it. I was yelling at my screen. I don't do this.
Would you say it was deserving of another $5,000?
I don't say stupid things, but
Oh, okay. That's right. You're not a raging idiot. My bad.
Yeah.
Just keep.
Yeah, so it was like damn good. There's no way I can see anyone not enjoying this, even if they don't like Street Fighter 4. Because how many of us really appreciate Street Fighter 4 as a game?
Street Fighter 4?
Yeah, like most of us don't go out of our way to watch it or play it.
Yeah.
I kind of
But-
did on the first night because it was kind of a Street Fighter 4 bonanza on the internet. You had the first night of
Well,
IGT.
I'm talking about now.
Oh,
Like,
now?
how many of us go out of our way to play it, not watch it? Like
Oh.
rounds to play.
Like Chris, if I were to tell you, hey, dude, there's this X stream is showing Street Fighter 4. Like, how quickly are you gonna run to that website?
What kind of day is it?
Let's just say you just got off of work, you just took your shoes off.
Fuck it.
day.
I'm taking a nap.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this. Oh, go on.
Oh no, I was gonna say the last time I played it was when I was playing some casuals with Nerd Josh at Paul's house, like after SCR was over. So I don't know.
Asking her Josh about my deadly. That's all I'm saying.
The thing is, I can't. It's
It's
not
a-
that I can't watch it. It's just that I've seen so much of it by now that it's just like, can I really sit through another one of these ordeals? Like on the first night at IGT, I forget who it was, but there was an arcade in Japan that was streaming an event also. And I literally was like, I was at work, I had nothing else to look at. That's the perfect time for me to watch AE, is when I'm at work and there's nothing to do, and I can watch 2 different streams of a game I don't play. You know?
Mm.
Kind of overloaded my brain.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so with Street Fighter, I think Street Fighter had the second most international representation because KOF had, what was it, like Japan, Taiwan, France, Korea, China, and then yeah, so Mago, Tokido, Fudo all took top 3. So Japan took top 3, Shanghai took 4th, Bon-chan and Dako took 5th, Shai Rithi, oh yeah, he went from Canada, I forgot, and Gak both got 8th or 7th or whatever you want to say. But it was really the best Street Fighter I've seen. Like, it blew Evo away in terms of like what was going on. The only downside that a bunch of people say happened was there was no Daigo, no Shen, no X player. Just like with KOF. But no one said the dumb shit that they did with KOF. We're like, oh, this tournament doesn't count because Daigo wasn't there.
Those tournaments that don't count.
I really don't like that logic. That's like some of the stupidest shit you can say. It's like this, like Tokido's win in KOF was pretty much taken away from him because Bala and Ranald weren't there. It's like, really? They weren't there. That's nice. Tokido won.
Yeah. That's really all that matters. A lot of people want to be like, well, he's not the... No one said that this was the World Tournament Championship.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was just
well,
a tournament for 10K and Tokido won.
Nope, doesn't count.
I guess. Take the money away, guys. It doesn't count.
Let's put it in Street Fighter.
Oh boy.
I love that. Oh, boy.
Actually, where did Justin place in Street Fighter? I forgot.
So, but like you guys were saying that some people are trying to take this one away from Tokido. I mean, we've seen this happen, throughout many tournaments. Just at SCR, people were trying to, discredit Apology Man's victory because Chris G didn't enter the tournament.
Oh no,
That's
he
just
ended.
well, yeah, whatever.
I know what you mean. I just wanted to
He
point
got-
that out.
Yeah, he did enter. He got DQ'd. Whatever. it ended up having.
Yeah,
So,
you got outplayed by waking up. I know how it goes.
Yeah, so it happens with every tournament. It sucks, but people just need to get some more common sense in their life, I guess.
You're asking for too much.
Oh man. Oh, well, I thought it was fun. Technical issues aside, anybody got anything to say about those?
Well, technical issues for the tournament, like production?
Yeah.
Oh, it was
no,
terrible
I don't
day one. But I mean, thanks to what was it? I think Offcast.
Shout outs to Offcast.
He was helping out with it. I think it was Kane Blue River streaming the entire event by himself.
Was he?
And
Doesn't
I don't know if it was
Cafe
by himself. Well,
Cafe-
that's the thing. Cafe Id streams, but Kane Blue River was doing it on his laptop, I guess. Like they put up a bunch of pictures with his rig and another rig right beside it. But he
Huh.
was the one streaming most of the time, and yeah, it went pretty bad at first, but Offcast helped it. He helped it out a lot. I think he was the reason why it became what it was.
Yeah, I was gonna say because the way it looked the first night versus the second day was like night and day, you know.
Mhm.
It was, and so I would assume that was Offcast's stamp on that. I just wondered had they actually tested anything before they got there because it seemed like a lot of this stuff was just kind of coming up as it happened.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like anything was prepared too well. It is their first major. It's the first time Cafe did anything like this, so
Right.
this is just part of the growing pains for them.
And they
Yeah, I
probably.
feel like-
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go for it. Okay. I just feel like that the tournament was priority number 1, and the production was very much priority number 4 or 5 for them.
Right, I was
Yeah.
gonna say that.
And that's okay because
Yeah.
obviously that wasn't their focus. So, but obviously, moving forward, if they want to promote themselves and their tournaments going forward, obviously they need to step it up a little bit.
Right.
But this is a solid start. Like we said, the most important part was the quality of the matches, and for a lot of that, it was there. So
Yeah, definitely.
Anybody got anything else on that on IGT?
Not that I could think of.
We could talk about the importance of playing exhibition matches after tournament.
Oh, yeah.
That's something that did kind of irk me. So, in case you don't know, there was Marvel exhibitions that happened on the first day, and Justin and Nemo played, and I believe Justin won, didn't he? But
Pretty soundly from what I've heard.
But by the time the tournament rolled around, once it got to grand finals between Justin versus Nemo won 3-0, and pretty soundly. And I think he even said on Twitter that it was thanks to the exhibitions that he was able to figure out how to open up Justin's guard, which is pretty disappointing because there is definitely a time and a place for exhibitions, and there's something that people enjoy to see. But don't, play them before a tournament because things like this can happen.
I agree, but at the same time, like I understand it's like a scheduling thing. They can't really say, "Hey, if we have time for this, then we'll do this super hyped up exhibition match." They got to do it.
Yeah.
But we used to have this issue over at NCR all the time, where like the team tournament would always get sandbagged because people were waiting for the singles, or people thought. If they went hard in the team tournament, then they were going to get blown up if they met somebody they played during that in singles. And it was most likely true. People will get super upset about that shit.
it's just an unfortunate circumstance for the parties involved because, like you said, their names are attached to this big exhibition, and obviously, if they don't do it at all, it's going to disappoint a lot of people. It's going to make them look bad in general, and like I'm sure Justin knew, I'm probably going to see this guy in top 3. I do not want him to play him for over 20 plus games before the tournament actually starts. But it's just gonna make, if he doesn't do it, it's gonna make himself look bad. It's gonna make the event look bad. So it's just a tough spot to be in.
Exactly.
I bet you this much: if that 10K would have been for Marvel, he'd be like, "Fuck y'all."
Yeah.
Get somebody else.
I don't know. So it's unfortunate. I mean, they're both great players, but I mean that's just kind of like something that you kind of want to avoid. Like if you can not have scheduling conflicts with it. But I guess this is how it goes sometimes.
Yeah. Plus, obviously, there's always scheduling problems with tournaments. Something might happen, and people need to move something forward and move something back, and then something else gets moved forward. You never know what could have happened.
Right. I mean, there was always the option for him to, not play his real team, which I would never support in the interest of not being downloaded for, but at the same time, it's like sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, you gotta play to win.
Just make it look real. That's all I ask.
I mean, you could play another team, but still be playing at the top of your game.
Exactly.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's the way the cookie crumbles, as some say. Some may say it was luck that brought them here.
God, thank you, CBS.
So, let's see. That's IGT. So, something else that happened this past week is, this past month we heard that Amazon purchased Double Helix Games. They were the ones developing Killer Instinct, and everyone was trying to figure out what the status of Killer Instinct was going to be now that Amazon owns Double Helix. Will they still work on it, or will someone else pick it up? And now it seems that Iron Galaxy, who have produced a bunch of games over the past couple of years, or a bunch of fighting games, I should say, is now producing it. So, Paul, you know a lot of the guys that work at Iron Galaxy, right? Do you know some of the names?
I know a couple of them, just offhand, not super personally. But
oh yeah, that's fine. But do you know some of the names that would be associated with this now?
Not off the top of my head. I don't really know their hardcore development team. I know mostly people who work in promotions and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see the type of direction they take with it. Because obviously Double Helix had to come in fresh based on the original 2KI games. And then you're going to have to look at a company who's working off a company who's working off a company. So basically you're piggybacking again. And for a company to come in and do that, it's always frustrating because you don't want to be a derivative of the second person in, no matter what. So now the question then becomes is, do they end up just straying more from the old formula? Or do they basically just even get closer to the original couple games? It's hard to say.
Yeah. The thing behind this is hopefully, well, not hopefully. I would like to see them take a slightly different direction, but I don't know how much control they have over that.
Yeah, obviously, I don't think anyone's going to be talking about how much creative control the studio has, because then, of course, you're going to point fingers if it's good or if it's bad.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, I'm just waiting for all the characters to have dive kicks. Keats, we know it's coming, man. Just do it. Next patch. Full girl with a dive kick.
Special patch, one time only.
And speaking of, they will be throwing a $500 bonus into the pot for dive kick at UFGT 10 this coming May, as as Shinsen from the Air Dash community is throwing $1,000 into Guilty Gear.
Ooh.
Which is probably the biggest prize pot the Guilty Gear has ever seen. Not counting just entrance maybe at EVO one year.
I mean, you sure there's never been like a tournament that had a bunch of waifu pillows that total up to 1,000?
Can you stop? Can we not? Is it possible that we not? Really? It's
just like every time he hears Guilty Gear, it's like, is that like Blaze Blue? Because they got waifu pillows in Blaze Blue?
My waifu pillow count is almost up to $1,000. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
That's good to know. You're here first, folks.
But they're all Genesis, so I don't know.
Wow.
Damn.
I knew it. The value is instantly ruined. Wow.
Yeah, so this is going to be really good for UFGT. It seems like the tournament itself is going out with a bang. Like, so
I
far,
think it's going to be really interesting. I hope that a lot of people show up. And like Shinton said, that he thinks this could be one of the last real plus R tournaments for Guilty Gear with XR coming out. Hopefully soon. I mean, it's supposed to be within the year, but so it could be a very good turnout. I know that Doran 2K actually had called out Zidane, saying he would play him for any amount of money.
Yo, damn.
And Stickbug had said that he would actually fly Zidane to UFGT for the match. Now, whether that actually will happen, I don't know.
That's kind of sick. I would like to
But that would be a really good match to see if it does happen.
I'm all for it.
So,
like Zidane's in Japan right now, right?
no. Zidane, he's in New York.
Oh, okay.
That's like Japan, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It might as well be at this point.
that's
You know,
all
but-
buildings.
A lot of people live in a small metropolitan area.
So,
Yeah, they
So-
should do that shit.
And UFGT is when again?
it is Memorial Day weekend. I believe it's May 24th through the 26th ish. I'm not sure. I haven't checked the schedule recently.
23rd to the 25th of May.
Oh, okay. I was a day off.
So once again, everyone, this is going to be the final UFGT. Keeks has stated this on multiple occasions. If you do want to go to a UFGT, which is the biggest major in the Midwest, you need to go to UFGT. Go.
Okay.
So what's
So
your
there-
excuse?
I'm Duck King, according to Keeks. Remember?
Yeah, if you guys want to see Gibby Not Duck or SDR, give us money, please. Just put it in a big box and then just mail it to one of us.
Gotta-
Preferably me.
You guys should do a live SDR as a panel at the show, dude.
Yeah, I'm
That's
down.
all good.
Dude, I would totally
Who wants
do
to
that.
fly us out there? I'll do it. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it for 3, 4, 5 hours.
Look, this
Do
was
autograph signings.
No, this is the
telethon.
truth. Like they can have us out there. We could do a panel and we can commentate every single game.
Actually, not only that, we'll even throw in more sweeteners into this pot. Check this out. You play whatever poverty game of your choice. One of us probably plays it. We will play with you for hours. We will be your friend for that allotted time.
The first 100 people to ask gets free hugs.
From Hell
And if
Pocket.
one of you,
You
if
sad?
one of
You in the
doesn't
Midwest?
play-
Nobody played Third Strike with? Humbag, I'm right there with you, dude.
And if somehow one of you do not play their poverty game of choice, we will commission Nerd Josh to play them.
Yep.
Yeah,
There you
we
go.
got ringers.
Hey, man, this-
Oh, yeah. Nerd
I
Josh
just
is
gotta say this.
the new intern?
I'm 100% sure that Nerd Josh and I cover every single fighting game out there.
Dang.
That might be true.
I've got a couple on you guys.
This,
I'm
this
sure
is BS.
I'm sure I can fill in the rest.
Like Sailor Moon. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Wait, who are you playing Sailor Moon, Tony?
Jupiter and Uranus.
Fine choices. Moving on.
Like how he was gonna talk shit, and then he's like, "Never mind."
F this guy.
So
I play
on the subject of majors, this coming weekend we have Texas Showdown coming up. I think it's only going to be Saturday, Sunday. Once again in Houston, Texas. And for those who have never been to a Texas Showdown or to Texas, I really think it's something you guys should go to or at least watch. I believe it's going to be streamed by Level Up. So
Yeah, it's going to be on Level Up, and I think Mondo's going to be there for the production. He was there last year.
Yeah, Mondo's going to be the one streaming it. I just wasn't sure if it was Level Up or IE Battlegrounds.
No, it's Level Up.
Okay. So, yeah, if you guys want to watch some good Houston area fighting games, watch that. They have a lot of players out there that don't travel at all outside of Texas to play. So it's a good tournament to watch, and the guys who run it are stand-up guys. It's not ran once again. It's not ran by the old Planet Zero people anymore, which is great. Never really was. It's just Texas Showdown was held in association with a shitty event, I guess you could say.
Yeah. That's old news, though.
Yeah.
We don't need to dive
So-
in that.
It's also a Capcom Cup qualifier now as well. I don't think it's a secure lock qualifier. It's just one of those point qualifiers.
Man,
I
everything
forget
was
the name.
Actually, just rewinding a little bit, was IGT a Capcom Cup qualifier?
Yes. I don't know. Once again, I don't know if it was a guaranteed qualifier either.
Okay. Cool. Man, every
Oh, and I
game's
keep calling it Capcom Cup. I'm sorry, it's the Compton Cup.
Oh, yeah.
Cap Compton Cup.
Down in the
Compton.
CPT.
Why couldn't
Cap-
the fifth character been Easy E, man?
Damn, that would have been sick. Just bash your head in with his Louisville Slugger. That'd be so good. So
Real
good.
Compton City G's.
We're not friends anymore.
What else is this Ultra going to be called?
That's true. Damn it.
We can't say the uncensored version on the air.
Find him, FADC him, and flee.
All right, I'll holler at you guys later. Thanks for having me on.
Jeez. Yeah. So once again, be sure to tune into Level Up Live this weekend to watch Texas Showdown. It's gonna be a pretty good event. Last year they flew out. I believe it was Shen.
Shin?
Think.
Oh, from
Maybe?
Singapore.
Razor
I
Shin.
forget. There was an international player there. I forgot who that kind of did really well. Sorry, my mind's all messed up.
I was gonna say, I don't remember too much about Texas Showdown last year, other than because I think I was just watching the Guilty Gear tournament. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stream was really good last year too. Once again, that's Mondo,
yeah, exactly.
i.e. Battlegrounds, ladies and gentlemen. They just put up a good stream, good event. And once again, if you act a fool on his mic when it's professional, he will throw you out a window.
Yeah.
Just put that up.
Just like
I felt the wrath. Do not test it.
Yeah, so that covers all the main stuff we wanted to talk
all
about,
the
right?
main stuff. Well, I thought we were gonna try to rock it until 7:30, so we could like just
Oh.
go 30 minutes in on this super secret announcement we got.
Well, I mean, this is as good as time as any.
Hey,
So-
wait,
Yeah, I was
actually, I have
about
a
to
question
say,
before we move
it gives
on.
it a few more extra
Okay.
minutes.
A few
Okay, hold
extra
on. Let's see
moments.
what Alex has. Everyone. Alex.
So wait, who's our mystery guest?
Well, I don't know if you were paying
Wow.
attention, but we've got the second greatest Marvel commentator here, right next
Wait.
to
Second greatest, really?
second.
Yeah, you're after,
Wait, we got
you're
Genesis?
after Andrew.
See, thank you. He understands. We've got Genesis on the mic right now with
Wait.
us here.
Bullshit. I
guys-
thought this was Kelly the whole time.
I'm
Oh.
the best Twitch player.
Oh my god. Fuck, man. My bad, dude. Like,
It's all right, man. I understand. Me and Kelly sound very similar. And
yeah, it's just like how me and
have
Tony
this-
sound exactly like the same person.
I really
Yeah.
still don't. I can't believe that people legitimately think that we sound the same.
Yeah, dude. It's just really it's like, oh, I'm Tony. I'm the biggest idiot ever. Like, why would you say that? Like,
my name is Sanchez. I love smell farts.
And see, the problem with this is both of those statements are true. That's why people think you're the same people.
well, they got us, dude.
So,
Also, P.S. I hotbox my own farts. Signed, Walkman.
I believe that's called the Dutch oven, Walkman.
Cook myself in a Dutch
That's
oven.
only if there's covers involved, and there's always covers involved.
Okay.
So,
Anyway,
anyway,
after
going back to the
Jesus.
announcement.
Yeah. After Texas Showdown, the next major coming up is NorCal Regionals in Sacramento,
Hoo-ah.
and that is, I believe, 2 weeks away now.
2
Is that
weeks.
It's really
right?
only 2 weeks away.
Wow, it is 2 weeks away. All right, so it's going to
I
be.
still have made plans to even get up there. I need to probably do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
can come
really
up here and
should.
get that T-shirt.
I saw Nerd Josh said the same thing. He doesn't have plans either.
Yeah.
He needs to make it up there. So NCR is going to be April 18th to the 20th.
Yeah, April 18th. You guys probably thought I was going to say April 20th, but the 18th is my birthday.
All right, no one cares about your birthday. Go away.
I know.
So
Time to forget it.
last year, the event was streamed by both Team Spooky and I Play Winner. It's going to be the same this year, and there's going to be one added factor. It's going to be a 24-hour stream, but ran by a longtime streamer, first-time NCR-er, I guess. That sound right?
I
Yeah.
think it's the second time NCR.
Second time NCR. All right. So one NYC Arturo Sanchez Furby. That's right. Right.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, you combined a whole bunch of names, but that's fine. Just call him Saban. Why not?
Oh, the kids don't know him as Saban anymore. That's the problem.
That's right,
Isn't
man.
that the truth?
It drives me nuts. Like it's awkward calling him NYC Furby. I've been calling him Saban for like over a 13 years.
how I
Jesus.
first knew
NYC, Team Spooky, Arturo Sabin Sanchez.
I only know him as T.S. Sabin because I remember him in SRK where he had that picture of Ken doing the Hadouken. So
But
So it's going to be a
Arturo.
24-hour stream.
and
No,
Arturo
bundle.
will be doing the after hours
After hours stream.
Yeah.
which will be it's the BYOC, and the after hours stream will be the same stream, and it will just become the after hours stream, I believe, at midnight.
Yeah, once the event is over, boom, after hour stream.
Yep.
And there's going to be some revolutionary things done. Let's just say that. It's going to be good. It's going to be fun.
Do you want to go into detail? We can't do that?
I don't know if we can go into detail yet.
Well,
that's
Super producer Seg, can we go into detail? Actually, he's probably not even listening.
Yeah. Once again, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Yeah, it is like Paul was saying, the after-hour stream. I'm used to the term 24 hours because I'm an idiot.
I never sleep.
So after-hour stream, probably starting between, I don't know, 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. That's generally when a tournament ends for the day, right?
Depends.
And another big thing coming for NCR is going to be an event that's titled Final Boss. Now, this is going to be... I personally love this idea. Not sure how you guys feel about it, but it's going to be 8 players playing 4 different games. And the 4 games are going to be Street Fighter 4, Super Turbo, Third Strike, and all of our favorite, CVS 2. I know we all love CVS 2 here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it's going to be an 8-man player pool where what's going to happen is you're going to have one player come up, grab a hat, like grab a name out of a hat, and it's going to be like Hell Pockets. He's going to pick my name. He's got to play me. So I get to go up, pick a game out of a hat, and then we got to play that game. Now think about
But
it.
I mean, the names of the people who are going to be playing actually
Yeah.
matter.
That's what I was going
unlike
to say.
You and Chris.
Right.
Like,
And then like we pick like freaking KOF 11 or something like that, you know? Or I guess in
if
this
that's the
case
case,
it'd be-
if we get KOF 11, we just get Mr. KOF there to beat the crap
So-
out of everyone.
While plans are still in motion to get all the names together for this event, the people you can expect to see as of right now are, of course, Arturo Sanchez, John Choi,
Yo, Choi boy.
Alex Valle,
Yo!
Ricky Ortiz,
Oh my
and Mr.
god!
Capcom himself, Combo Fiend.
Combo Feed is coming out of retirement?
Oh man, you know what actually gets me really amped about that is I would love to see Combo versus Arturo for the sloppiest Alex versus Elena match of all time.
That would be so sick, honestly.
I would love it. Like it would make me happy in ways that I can't even describe.
Man.
And this will be taking place on Friday night. The other names people are being talked to and they're being worked on. And the overall amount that a player will need, obviously there's going to be a point system. You're going to get a point for winning the set. And then they're going to figure out how many points you're going to need to win. So, but it will be those 4 games. So it's a little bit of classics.
Can you
And
name the
even
4 games
new.
again?
So the games again are Super Turbo, Third Strike, CVS 2, and Street Fighter 4.
Is Street Fighter 4 going to be Ultra Edition?
That I don't know.
Not.
Okay.
I doubt
Probably not, since the game's not done, and that would be
it.
kind
It
of.
would be like the one thing where like Combo's been the only guy that got to practice for it.
The wacky one. It's the
Combo's
booby
like, yeah, I
prize.
just win this for free.
Which is a point I would like to make. Like these guys that we've named so far, if they actually practice some of these older games, I would be so happy to watch them play. Like Arturo definitely did play Alex back in the day, and if he actually sharpened up, even if he does hate the game, it would be really impressive to watch. Combo's no slouch. Combo might actually play for reals and pick Oro and just be a huge ass hat and unblockable people to death. But that takes a little bit of practice and execution to get down. But with some quality time, with training mode, or just whoever they can play against, I would be super excited to watch.
Well, yeah, with some time,
Yeah.
they might not get bought by Ricky's Chun.
Like just I don't want them like maybe they won't be Ricky's chum, but it won't be like running into back fierces left and right. Like I'm not asking for this be the super polish and the glisten in the sun, but throw some CLR on there and just get the rust, like a little bit of the rust out. Like leave it overnight.
I just want to know with names like Alex Valle, John Choi, Combo Fiend, why isn't Marvel 3 one of the games, dude?
Why is
Maybe
it
not
Marvel
Because
2
they're
one of
too
the
synonymous.
Have you?
Now, see,
have you
Marvel
not
2
seen-
would have been kind of cool because all those guys did play Marvel 2.
No, but have you not seen John Choi's Morgan, dude? You guys are sleeping.
He uses Soul Fist as a poke.
Oh,
But-
man.
So, obviously, we don't have confirmed players, the rest of the players, but there's obviously some people that you can think of that you'd love to see in this.
Jerry Husky.
You're done. You're done.
Oh, you made
I
my-
actually lost it for a second. Thanks. You're done.
You know, I had a point that I wanted to make, and all I can think about now is just the word luminaries over and over again. There's nothing else in my brain.
I have a special request for an exhibition in Twister between Darian Harrison at NCR. Please, can we make that happen?
Wow.
Actually,
Jesus.
could we
Naked
have
Twister.
could we have Shaven Harrison go up against Shaven Hell
Fuck
Pocket?
you. No.
who,
No.
who looks the most like a 12-year-old?
How rude. I'm pretty sure that Hell Pockets is a grown man who has a daughter, and he's also just about to graduate the 8th grade.
I'm pretty sure if I saw Chris hold his daughter now, I'd ask how old his sister is.
This is why you don't trim the mustache with a... Yeah.
But, so, going back, is there anybody you guys would like to see? I mean, obviously, there are people who can't come, most likely for reasons,
David
but...
Sterling.
Jesus, you know the Derek.
I like
You just keep opening your mouth and
I can't help it.
All right, so you know what the problem with that idea is that as soon as he would lose any game, he would tell them to come see him in chess 2. Like, it would be the secret 5th game. And I don't think Vi has been practicing his Zeus strategy, or Ricky Ortiz his Nemesis strategy. So this will just be a slop fest.
Sterling holds all the cards.
Especially with his game. Oh God, what is it called?
stop. Just no, it's okay.
He's like, oh, no.
I didn't remember. It's
I
okay.
fucked up my anecdote.
Okay.
Anybody actually with some real interest?
I want to see my boy Old Man Cole.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that'd be a good one.
I would
You know,
love
I
to
think,
see Watson, but it won't happen.
That was
Yeah,
gonna be my vote.
That would be my first choice, but we all know he's not going to be.
Yeah, he's got way too much to worry about.
He's a businessman.
I would like to see Shin Hans on commentary.
Let's never see Shin Hans again. For his sake. For his sake.
Well, guys, I got fired.
Nailed it.
I
Totally
would
worth it.
actually really like to see John Flash Gordon, but
Oh,
New York to NorCal is not exactly a cheap flight.
I know who. Alex
Also,
wants to see.
John really, really, really hates Third Strike.
He loves it, dude. Don't lie. It's his favorite game. Like, look. Let me look at my.
I think
text
he
right
hates
now.
Third Strike more than he hates SF4.
Hold on. Let me look at my text. So, John Gordon, 6:36 p.m. Hey, just wanted to remind you, Third Strike is my favorite game. P.S. Not kidding.
You know, I think we're all thinking locally. What if international talent showed up?
Be interesting.
Because
Yo, can we have
so
some go?
Tokido's definitely been to California for tournaments. Daigo's been to NCR
Several
twice? I think?
times. Several times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, why not have one or both of them show up? Like, if they show up, throw them in there.
Yeah,
They-
I mean,
they
in
play
case-
these games?
I don't know. We obviously don't know what international players are planning on coming to NCR, so that opens an entire another arena.
Yeah.
God, somebody in the chat actually just said Nuki, and that would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be great.
But he's already coming to Tournament of Legends too, and I don't know how many times a year that dude leaves Japan.
Yeah.
I think it's only for Tournament of Legends.
Yeah.
That's it. He has no other reason to leave Japan.
Yeah, he does. Final boss, man.
This
It'll
is
be
true.
the hypest after-hour stream in the world.
We're not sure if there's an after-hour stream just yet. All we know right now is that it's going to be taking place Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had a serious, I mean, like everybody I kind of want to see is already up there, because most of the guys I want to see are either out of the whole game and shit. They don't even show up at tournaments, or they, like I said, they're already in there.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, it's in NorCal. Isn't there like a god that lives in NorCal, Alex?
CVS2 God.
No, not CVS2. Alex, I bring you up. Third Strike God.
Oh yeah, I know who Alex wants to see. Yeah.
Who was it again?
All right, you guys really want to know who I want to see play Third Strike for NorCal? Motherfucking Chip Douglas. Chip motherfucking Douglas.
Oh man!
Look, I'm not
Actually-
mentioning Makoto Mike anymore ever since that show. All right, we've explained
Actually-
it. He's fine.
You know who actually would be two people who could probably play those games? Most of those games at fairly high levels are the former Emphy, aka Mr. Naps, and Rom.
Oh yeah, Rom, totally. Damn. But Rom
Has
can't play
anyone-
nothing else.
Has anyone brought up Nerd Josh yet?
No, he hasn't been mentioned.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think we can throw him in there. I mean, he's just got to get to NCR, and throw him as part of this, and
Yeah, that's true.
do well.
Where's Bucktooth?
Yeah, there we
He is
go.
Bucktooth these days.
There's so many names I'd like to throw in, and I'm just like rounding them off in my head. As like has a kid, disappeared off the face of
exactly.
the earth, on drugs. Has a kid on drugs,
Off the face of the earth.
off the face of the earth. Might be in space.
You know,
This guy's definitely training for that one-way trip to Mars, like right now.
like the one person I know that wouldn't bother showing, but just can't make it. That I would love to see is Steve Harrison. I
Yeah.
would love to see him come to this and play. Like I think he can most likely win CBS2 if he still plays.
Man,
Or,
like
not even if he still plays. He probably still does. He's still good.
CVS2, like if it was CVS, if it's just for CVS2, I want to see Eric Lee show up, and I want to see him and the other CVS2 boys show up. I know they won't all get in there, but Leezy definitely is probably favored to win any CVS2 match in America right now.
You know who is another player on the East Coast who I know plays all those games? Jerron Grayson.
Ooh.
Jerron plays
Jerron plays everything.
everything you can think of.
Wait, hold on.
EMP. Is it Hyro or Hero? I never remember.
They say Hyro.
Okay.
So I've always called him Jerron. I honestly
Yeah,
never,
I
he
always
was-
knew him as Jerron.
Like when I want to say in the past 3-4 years I've seen EMP Hero. I'm like, who the hell's Hyro Hero? Who is this guy? Like, oh, that's Jerron. I'm like, wait, what? That's always been his nickname. I'm like, wait, what? All right, this is news to me.
Yeah, I only knew him as Jerron.
So I think you guys forgot somebody.
Who
Pretty
you got?
obvious from the East Coast, or maybe the South. I always forget what the hell Florida counts as. But
It better not be the person that shares your name.
moving on. I was gonna say, this past weekend has shown us that this man is still capable of getting third place in a CVS2 tournament. A known competitor in Street Fighter 4. Tournament organizer extraordinaire himself.
Oh, Jesus.
One Mr. Alex, I run CEO, Google my name, Jabali.
Okay, let me make a counterpoint.
Go on,
It
go
was
on.
not this last SCR, but the year before. So two SCRs ago.
Okay.
The Wednesday before, I played Jabali in ST and might have clowned him.
Okay, so you're
real
saying
bad.
you bozoed him. Are you saying
Yeah.
that he both had the rainbow wig and the nose?
And the shoes as well.
Ooh, the shoe, the full ensemble.
And the really big tie. So I'm just
the
going to
tie.
say I don't really think that that he's in for that one.
Okay, so we can discount one game there. Now, he does play Street Fighter 4. I don't know to the quality thereof because I don't watch that so intently. Now, his third strike game having... Oh, it's Florida. Never mind. Okay, so that's discounted. Perhaps I should have thought this through
Slightly longer.
a bit more.
This is
Okay,
a pretty
so we
short
know he
list.
played CVS2, and he got third versus... That was one Mr. Flash Metroid. Getting
CVS2?
first, I believe. Yes, this was a tournament that happened this past weekend.
Yeah.
And second one, I believe, was Flocker.
Who,
And,
is
Mr.
just
Third
learning the
place.
game, apparently still.
It was Alex Jabali. So that's one game. And he plays Street Fighter 4. That's 2. So that's 2 out of the 4 possible games. But let's say that after losing to Paul in such a clowny fashion, he's been training in secret for this NCR to both play Paul again and reverse the clowning and enter the tournament.
Alec, I'm just going to tell you, it was Osaga versus Blanca. I was playing Blanca.
I'm just going to throw up and I'll be back.
I'm also going to bring out the point that I don't think he would train in secret because he's got to brag about how good he is.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Have you not seen his character in Dive Kick with the head that just keeps, like, it's just infinitely expanding? Think about that.
True.
So yeah, there are plenty of names that we could throw out for this that I would love to see, but like you were saying, Alex, I don't think many of them would even care for showing.
Like, I actually would have loved to see Oregon's finest, Fat Bear, the Hebrew Hammer, even though he's not Jewish. Like, he would have been perfect for this. Did you ever meet Fat Bear? He was the
No, I
Hebrew
never met
Hammer on
Fat Bear.
SRK.
Did I meet Fat Bear? Probably not.
You know
He
what?
looked mad Orthodox, but he just was not Jewish. Everyone was taken by surprise that one NCR. But he'd be perfect for something like this because he definitely played Street Fighter 4 competitively. He was good at CVS 2. He played Third Strike competitively. He was super good at that. And he played ST. He played every major Capcom game, but he definitely, I think, does drugs for the government or works for the DEA or some weird computer thing and has a kid. So that's out of the question.
You
Like,
mentioned
he's
Oregon.
Yeah, and he lives in Oregon. That's terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
It just came to me. I mean, my boy Lord BBH, he plays all these games, and he's damn good at all of them.
I think that we should get, internet counterculture Street Fighter hyper fighting.
Shut the fuck up. No.
We let the other ones ride because they were funny. I will kill you. This is a recorded threat.
Damn, see, I love it. Is Ramek just brought up one of my favorite people. What happened to Asian Hitler? This is true. Asian Hitler. I would love to seriously.
He's
I
one
would
of the
love
people
to
who
see
fell
Asian
off
Hitler.
the face of the planet.
Yeah.
I think he just started doing real life stuff.
Yeah, he stopped hanging out with most of the people in the Houston scene, and that was it, because no one in the Houston scene liked playing with him. Last time I saw him, I think, was 2008 or 2009 when I was last in Houston. He and I played KOF 98 UM, talked shit about a bunch of people. That was that. I haven't seen him since. Love that guy.
Obviously, other than Ricky being already mentioned, Justin, of course, plays all of these games at a very high level.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ran tournaments in most of them for years. And by ran, I mean he won them all. Flo, formerly of EG, also strong player in most of those games.
Do you think I could get Flow for Bullet Club, dude?
Maybe. Try.
Nah, I'm gonna holler at him.
So
He's not doing
when
anything.
I was proposing what I was going to say earlier, I think
Are you still talking?
I think you guys were making me think that I was going to pick up. I was going to say someone whose name was actually more popular, but this is someone whose video you might have come across like a year or two ago.
It's not that dude from Omaha, is it?
I'm not sure who you're actually talking about at this point.
Just say the name, goddammit.
Do you guys know one Mr. Rocky Rose?
Oh, no,
I have no idea what that means.
Rocky Rose, the Xbox Live
Cornfield.
Street Fighter 2 hyper fighting champion, beating Thomas Osaki and posting up all these videos of him playing hyper fighting in Mortal Kombat 2
Most
and about
notable-
how he's the best.
He had a notable rivalry with Cigar Bob, right?
Yeah. I'm sure you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm glad at least someone.
Oh, that was like...
Is that the guy that called out? Wait, was this the same guy that made that video?
He was calling out Cigar Bob.
Yeah.
Wow.
This wasn't the same guy that called out Schaefer, was it?
I think it was.
Oh, the guy's like,
Oh, wow.
Lakuma?
Yeah,
That
that's
dude-
the guy. That's right.
Oh, man.
You're over there on the side of the screen throwing fireballs, Lakuma. You play like a chicken.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want that guy to show.
You couldn't pronounce L.A. Akuma right. Lakuma.
Oh man. Well, that's much better than what I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah, no, please, come on.
Because if you would have gone for the acronym, I might have driven up there to punch you.
No, I know. That honestly was the furthest from my mind.
Well, while
Oh,
we're on
you're
the
good.
topic, Cigar Bob. There we go.
You know what's interesting is a lot of the people I would pull up out of my memory only are really well known, at least for one or two of those games.
Like, this is the thing. Most of the people, like, it's the same thing with me, but most of the people I know played all the games. They were just good at one. They weren't good
Right.
at all of them.
Because I
And
can pull up 10 ST names, but I don't know how well they played at other games.
Mhm.
Because I mean, you can pull up Jesse Howard, Jumpsuit Jesse, David Spence, Shin Blanca for one thing.
Oh yeah.
Shin
Both
Blanca would be great for this.
the brothers.
Wolves.
Yeah, the Wolf brothers, Graham and Alex.
Mhm.
And then there's
The-
so many different CVS2 players.
See, the one factor in this that throws like most of my list off is Street Fighter 4.
I think that's kind of the point.
Yeah, I know. It's
That's,
like I
that's
can
kind of the interesting thing. It's like, who's actually been keeping up with it?
then what about new kids, like the newer people in the scene?
It'd be interesting to see some of them, because I know some of them play the older games,
Mhm.
but I don't know to what extent. Obviously, a good question is somebody like Eduardo, PR Balrog, has always said that he really likes ST and he plays it, but he says he's really bad at it. I've actually not seen him play.
He played at the... What was that anniversary tournament that they had in LA?
Oh,
Whatever
the
it is.
25th anniversary?
Yeah, I actually watched him play there. He played against... he played on stream versus... Stacy. And what was a narrow victory over her. And I think it was a mirror match of Chun versus Chun. He actually wasn't... He understood the game well enough, and he knew some ins and outs. As to how well he would do against people that are even more seasoned or even more experienced than Stacy, because Stacy's no slouch, but
No, definitely not.
yeah, it's hard to say.
Obviously, another person who I know was good at some of those games is Seth Killian.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if Seth played Third Strike or CVS2 at all.
There's still 2 out of 4. I mean, not bad.
Yeah, you might be able to win on luck of the draw. You never know.
Yeah.
So,
Man, this just makes me wonder who they are gonna eventually get. Like,
and that's kind of the cool thing.
yeah.
What if it gets
What-
to the point where they end up adding more than 8 people?
I think they might. If that, and I wouldn't hate it if they did either.
With the way this works, are the players guaranteed to play every game, or could you like just not play a
I
game?
think it's just completely
Depending
random.
on-
You could
Yeah.
end up just playing the same game.
Okay.
But I don't know that the format is completely ironclad yet. So,
Wait, in that case, can I be thrown in?
you're terrible at all of those games.
Yeah, but if they ever see me at one of them, might be able to mop up.
You might
On
be
the
able
luck
to
of the
squeak
draw.
one out. Squeak
Yeah,
one
no,
out.
no,
man.
Like,
nah, man. This is
Get
what's
that
gonna
one
happen.
point to squeak it out.
No, you guys don't get it. This is what's gonna happen. Alex is gonna enter, and he's gonna pick a name out of the hat. Oh, hey, look, it's gonna be Ricky Ortiz. Ricky Ortiz is gonna pick a game. Oh, look, Third Strike, and Alex is just gonna go, God damn it, Chun.
And
Funny
just cry.
story about that. The year 2006.
Ooh, get him!
The game. Third Strike. The Evo format. One game. The results? Total bullshit. Rest my case.
I'm not really sure exactly what happened.
I've
Good,
definitely
sure.
told the story.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny is like, did they have a video of this?
This is the fucking prehistoric ages. Nothing was recorded.
Okay.
There's a video of it. That's all that means.
Somewhere. There's probably it was probably that dude that played Hugo named Sidewinder has it on like some fucking camera. Like some handy cam.
It's like some scan line
so
shit.
Or it'll be like that time when J.R. Rodriguez had Bebop record everything on his Game Boy camera.
Oh God.
That's sick.
Actually, somebody in the chat just brought up a brilliant point. One Mr. Max plays a lot of these games.
Please.
Well, is it?
Do you
Does-
really want them that much, Tony, that you would ask for
Oh,
that polite?
I really thought you were gonna say DS.
No. Well, what about Mike Z?
Mike hasn't played any of these games to any level of practice in years. Like, I mean, he touches them to like look things up for his game, but he definitely has a clear focus in his life. Like, if this was 2008 or 7, Mike, I would definitely throw his name in the hat without question. Like, because people are going to get hit by Maki bullshit in TVS too. But as it stands, I wouldn't.
Well, it's not like he's paying money, I guess, right? This is all charitable, I guess.
Look, the thing about these is they can be really good or they can be really bad. So if you have people that have practiced and it looks, the setup's fine and, it looks really good, or then you have Third Strike exhibitions like they had at EVO and it's a fucking laggy slop fest.
Yeah, I think the key thing is that with something like this, you need to get people who either their reputation, basically whether they can ride the whole thing on player reputation or charisma or actual skill. You got to have something. And putting up people who maybe aren't as well known that are possibly out of practice is not really a good look when you're trying to just attract attention. I mean, it's an exhibition for a reason.
Right.
Oh, wait, in that case.
Oh, no.
No, I mean, I have a serious name. It would
Okay.
be Dirty Cole.
That was the first name I brought up.
Did
Yeah,
you?
that was
Nobody
definitely
listens to you,
Okay, I
Kibby.
thought you were going to say, like, if you want a name, I got a name for you that's synonymous with Third Strike.
King Juggalo.
Oh, I mean, well, no, he only
No.
played. Okay, that's
He had a
He
CBS
dabbled, he
game, but it
dabbled.
was never as polished as any.
Plus, probably hasn't played in 10 years.
I'm pretty sure he might be in a methadone clinic.
No way, man. His wife's a nurse.
Yeah, at a methadone clinic.
I guess.
So, who would commentate all of this?
Me.
All
Oh,
right.
there you go. I mean,
Freaking
obviously,
Mike
it's all
Bolter.
commentated by
That was,
Anthony.
that was quickly to decide one.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Walker? Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing the fireball thingy. Oh man, he's got hit. Oh,
It's
so bad.
Actually, in a situation like this, I would say somebody like Sanchez, who played all these games and knows more about the technical aspects about games than he does how to win at them.
Whoa, but come on, that's mean, dude. Arturo's in the tournament already.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I thought you did mean Arturo too.
Yeah.
Arturo and Seth Killian, both of them on mic would be perfect.
Yeah, that's true too.
So, Mr. Seglia guy, if you want me to do it, I'll do it.
That's how Art commentated.
Art's gonna commentate while he plays, like he does at Next Level.
Ah! I mean, I'd actually be willing to do it. Like, it's, ST might be the one game where some of the nuances are lost into me because I never messed with it as much as I mean, I played it. I just never learned all the little setups outside of boxer headbutting you and then walking under, and then you got to decide whether or not the low forward's hitting on front or back. But, I know some stuff. All the other games I know plenty about.
Yeah, and of course,
Despite
if Seth doesn't play, he's of course a great idea.
I want to play some Street Fighter EX on the side.
Oh, wait, some guy in the chat just brought up a great point. We could have me and my Midwestern non-union counterpart, Sanchez. No, that's actually a real guy.
I know.
No, I know.
He was at SCR.
Wow.
There was also another Sanchez.
Yeah, the guy that had his day ruined.
It's like, you're the maximum player on Steam. What?
Yeah. So all in all, this could be an amazing event. And,
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
NCR is always good. That's one of the, it's one I always go to, but it's always just like solid fun. The things run smoothly. Fair balance of good competition and BS to keep things entertaining all weekend long.
Did you say that NCR is fair and balanced?
Well, it's always been to me.
I mean, don't you have commentator privilege?
I didn't always have commentator privilege. There was a lot of times I
Or
went
you
to NCR.
just had being a goober.
Oh wait,
privilege.
this is true. I've had NCR privilege way before you had NCR
Yeah,
privilege.
you
I
did.
forgot.
I've been to NCR plenty of times when I was just a nobody, or I mean, people knew me, but they were just like, "Oh, it's that drunk black dude that we let commentate Street Fighter 4."
Look, man, when I first met you, you sure as shit were a nobody.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Putting that out there. This is true.
Wow,
My baby
this
brother,
guy. You,
nobody.
you didn't think people knew about the Negro Ninja?
Ah, jeez, that name.
You know, just to avoid that really quick, you know who else would actually be pretty good at this is James Chen.
Yeah,
James
Chen would
he
be
could
great.
play because he actually used to play all these games. Third Strike is the only one he didn't, and he's actually taking time to learn it now.
Actually, that's actually a really funny point because he's been practicing enough that he might actually be sharper.
Than some of these guys.
Yeah. He, depending on what matchups he would run into, I would actually see him do pretty well.
Yeah.
Dudley's not bad, and if he can never stop second guessing himself, he'd be an amazing player.
We're going to bring up the hard questions, really, Oz?
So,
Well, I just
NCR.
wanted to touch on NCR one more time. Last year was my first NCR, and that was just a great overall event. Like Hellpox was saying, it always ran on time, and just overall really fun place to be during the weekend.
wait. You went to NCR last year? Did you commentate?
Yes.
Oh man, you should commentate this year. Like you and Magus, top 8 Marvel.
I mean, that sounds good to me. But,
Which one of you is going to have the nicer tie?
I mean,
I feel like Magus is always going to have the nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
Magus is gonna win that.
But have
When
you
it comes-
seen my boy Ringe's pink and silver tie?
Yo,
You
I
good
got
there, dude?
I actually have some haters on that tie, Sanchez. Can you believe that?
People hating on the pink and silver?
Yeah, it was Andrew.
People hating on the pink and silver tie. No, not Andrew. Somebody else. Somebody else whose opinion I give a fuck about.
Oh.
Nah, I like Magus. Magus knows he's one of my favorite commentators.
yeah. So once again, everyone, NCR is coming up 2 weeks, April 18th to the 20th. Streamed by iPlayWinner and Team Spooky, with an after-hours stream by one Saban and YC Furby. Be sure to subscribe to all those channels. More information for NCR will be coming down the pipeline. The event's 2 weeks away, so of course more information is going to pop up. And if you haven't already registered, I suggest registering now because I do think registration ends in a week and a half. I think it ends next Friday.
Boy.
Probably next Friday.
Get on that, people.
I think that's about it, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I mean, nobody wants to talk about Oculus Rift ripping a bunch of people off, right?
I never really cared for it much anyways.
Me neither.
All right, hold on. Just a very quick aside since we have like a minute to kill. Chris, have you really sat down with the Exert soundtrack?
Yeah, I have it on my phone right now, and it's pretty much on infinite loop.
Okay, I understand. I've been driving to work to it every day. Now,
Yeah.
my question for you. Since we're obviously not going to be on the same page as to the best track, what would you say is the weakest?
The weakest?
Mhm.
I'll be honest. There's a lot I could choose right now. But
Really?
I'm probably gonna go with. I'm gonna hate myself for this, but I kind of have to go with Kai's.
Really?
What? I think that Kai song is objectively the best.
No,
Objectively.
Soul Song is easily the best new song on the whole
Thank you.
album.
Thank you.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
god.
Soul Song is easily the best new song on the whole album. Potemkin's probably second.
It's like everybody's been drinking the crazy water.
I like Kai's music. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying that
I
in
think Maze is the
comparison to
weakest thing.
Maze is not doesn't get judged ever. Like, how are you gonna make Maze theme like good?
Blue Water Blue Sky was the best song
Dude,
to me.
it's the ballad song on every metal band's album circa 1983.
Oh my god.
So you're saying that Blue Water, this new one doesn't deliver for you. It's not Blue Water, Blue Skies, Tony.
No, it is.
So you're saying it's Blue Water, Blue Balls.
I'm more or less like I'm like, oh man, I can't wait like to hear like the new May song. Like that one used to really get me amped up, and then there's that slow version that's kind of sad, and like that's okay to listen.
Wait, whoa, hold on. You get amped up to May's theme?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are you,
Yeah. You got a problem?
Let me
Yes,
hold
I
on,
do.
guys, stop. Look, none of you guys actually play Gear. Paul, you play Gear. What's your favorite song?
I don't know them by name when I'm listening to them.
just give me
Which
the
character? I don't know names either.
I do like Eddie's.
So Feel of Fear, Tony, was going to be my point. Eddie's theme in the original, or even going into the later versions, spectacular. Gets me amped. I'm ready to fight. I might be willing to just start slashing my wrist in hope of summoning some otherworldly force by my blood sacrifice. Blue Water, Blue Skies did nothing for me.
Wow.
Chris was right. It's the ballad on the middle
It's
album.
the
dude.
ballad song. I'm
It's
sorry,
the skip
man.
song.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. You know who's surprisingly good? Venom's. Venom's song is
Venom's
surprisingly
nuts. Like it goes hard. It's got that techno thing to it at the beginning.
good. Yep.
I'd have to say the worst song on the soundtrack is probably Slayer's theme because I'm pretty
Oh
sure
my god!
it's not a Guilty Gear song. They straight up stole that from SNK. from
Sarashi
the
no
King of
saxophone?
Fighters game. Yeah, it's they just straight up ripped off Iori's theme, the new one that he was gonna have. No, that song is so sick though. I love it.
In fact,
Yeah,
it's
it's
in Rhythm of Fighters.
There's one track, and I can't remember if it's Chips or Faust, because I think I don't remember the track listings on the one that I have running. But one of them is definitely one of the tracks where I'm just like, this doesn't really go anywhere.
Okay, I take it back. I know what song I dislike the most. Eno's. Eno's song is just
Yo,
like...
oh no, can't get behind that.
I just feel like it's way out of place.
You're out of place.
I can't go for that. No.
Nope, never gonna get it.
Just not feeling it. Kai's is that good, like, heroic metal shit.
Well, I mean, as long as it's not Dragon Force, most
Well, it's better than Dragon Force. It's more of a Hammerfall feel to it.
That's fine. Perfect.
But definitely
All right.
Soul, best track.
Soul,
So-
easily the best track.
Yep.
Soul's track is good, but it takes like a minute for me to get amped.
No, it doesn't.
It
I get
starts
amped
out
on the
amped,
first
man.
note.
It
Like,
start out amped, man.
I don't know.
so this shit, you want it to go to 11? It starts on 12.
It
this
starts
guy.
on 4, and then it starts ramping up around that time.
Look, all right. Since you've told me Blue Water, Blue Sky gets you amped, your opinions have officially been delegated to whack ass.
Wow. I'm just speaking objectively here, guys.
Oh, you sound like
It
a
sounds
hater.
like you're subjective right now because you're
I'm cutting
subjecting me
you
to
all-
some
I'm cutting
bullshit.
you off because you can do this for another 2 hours. I know it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and we have more important things to talk about, like Krayshawn streams Tekken on Twitch at GamerMom420. You guys should check that out.
Hey, I mean,
All right,
we
well,
have.
we're gonna you can actually jump the shark.
I'm just saying, man,
I don't know that
if
I
you're
can
looking, if you're looking, for some new Tekken tips, besides checking out Eris at Avoiding the Puddle, you could check out GamerMom420. Because Krayshawn streams Tekken.
Damn it, Kelly.
Also, Ultra Chen will be having Breaker Dave on to talk about Blaze Blue CP. It just released in America. They'll be on at 8:30, hopefully.
Go
Cross
raid
his
their
fingers.
stream and tell them SDR had Breaker Dave first.
Wait a
It's
minute. Ultra Chin finally starting at 8:30 instead of 8 o'clock.
No, I think what you guys are confused at is that Ultra Chen's on a Monday. It's actually on.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
It's
true.
a bit shocking.
That is true. I overlooked that. It's because they know what's up.
But anyway,
That sounds level.
Damn it! I wanted to
Yeah.
ban that guy.
So, everyone, we'd like to thank our special guest, Ringe, for joining us. Be sure to follow him on the Twitters,
Yeah.
Ringe_.
Spinge.
He's got a selfie of himself smiling as a picture. You'll know who he is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, follow the usual. Follow all of us on the marquee.
Yep.
Let us know if you love us, hate us. Please tell our resident nerds, Walkman, Hell Pockets, and Sanchez to stop taking up time by talking about useless, mindless dribble.
or
Wow.
argue with them on Twitter about their favorite Guilty Gear songs. Do
Yeah.
that.
Yes, that would be better. That would be much better.
So for everybody here at Super Desperation Radio, good night and good luck.